Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
Was that Batman? Boys, run him down! You're gonna die tonight!
I'm in control. This is Falcon 4. We have a positive on one of the missing firefighters. He's being held in the Grand Avenue area. Over.
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack, detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you have on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. Come on, Detective. It's a linear course. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop? Very good, Dark Knight! Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Is it a tank? Who cares? Soon it'll be scrap. That's it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead bats of pressure. Come on, Detective. It's a linear course. That's several tons of metal slamming down upon you, Dark Knight. You may wish to avoid it. Feeling claustrophobic, Detective? Get ready for the final lap. you, Detective. A stain on my floor. You'll be crushed, flattened, pulverized. Any second now. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. You know, it takes a very special ant to crush itself underfoot. Do you even know what a racing line is? Enough! Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun part.
Can you trust him, Catwoman? Can you trust?
And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions. I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
Are playing.
Riddler's trial's in Kingston. He's been toying with me so far, enjoying the sense of control. I doubt he'll be playing games much longer.
Heaven knows how his insanity has manifested itself this time.
Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't science. Stumped, Dark Knight? I can see your brain flying through the possibilities. Come now, Dark Knight. Don't force me to eject you from the chamber. Eject you from the chamber. Very good, Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. The only mammal capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Creatures known to prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me. Detective, floating majestically over a city filled with your minute inferiors. Much like being me. Memory fibers, some sort of collapsible harness, an arrogant insistence that the laws of gravity do not apply to you. Of another plucky young man who likes strapping on a pair of makeshift wings. What was his name? Oh, yes, that's right. It's a classical reference, you uncultured brute. How do you know when a bat is bested? When it turns tail and flies away. Why, hello again, Dark Knight. Back for more? I have hoped you'd choke to death on your previous slice of humble pie. But don't you worry. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet tonight. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't rocket science. Very good, Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. The next one. The only mammal capable to do is glide. You're actually a variety of squirrels. Very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Creatures known to prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me. Wonderful, Detective, floating majestically over a city filled with your minute inferiors. Much like being me. You got there eventually, Detective, making you literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. Your next key awaits you. Key.
I can't leave Catwoman alone to choose the key. She'll die without my help.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Ready to die, my dear?
Die.
Riddle me this.
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh, good. More fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Ms. Kyle.
Oh God, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's tailing us. Keep driving. I didn't think Scarecrow had what it takes to pull us off. He proved us all wrong.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Hey, don't shove.
The counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Move over, would you?
to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already? Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
Leave the blue ones to me.
There's more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
That's mine, Batman.
All the secret battles combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me. Thank you. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Oh, man, tell you how cool. Don't worry. I asked, and she's totally cool with Cat Lady having a go on the old scratchy post. She also says, ow, ow, is this a bullet in my sternum or a broken...
My favorite ride was probably Blackgate, but this is top 3. Easy. The hell is that thing? supposed to crush him. Nearly crushed me back at base. That tank's better. Batman! It's Batman! Yeah, he thought it'd just be a souped-up sports car. Someone's intel's a little outdated. He's out there, in the shadows! He's watching us, I know it! Man, look at all the construction work. No economic downturn here. Pretty ugly, though. The way they're building all that new stuff right on top of the old. Target is keeping their distance. The hardest is when you go back. Everyone expects you to switch off, but you can't. I don't want to switch it off. Nothing beats this, man. I wish I could be like them, live a normal life. But that's not who I am. I couldn't do that. 9 to 5, dying slowly. Target has disappeared! You won't recognize this city once we're through. We'll be everywhere. You won't have anywhere to hide. It's Batman! Catch I've seen a lot of things, guys. But a body nailed to a wall? Be glad it was just one. This is Gotham. You're lucky the maniac didn't try to recreate the last freaking supper on a billboard. Yeah, thanks for This is just the beginning. If we succeed here in Gotham, we can take the whole country. You see all these weird trophy things around the place? It's the riddle guy. Don't ask.
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
glad we're behind these barriers. It's open season out there. Don't worry, all non-militia personnel have got their orders. Yeah, the ones we know about. There's psychos out there that ain't on anyone's side.
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area. I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
Well, there goes the rioting. It's always the same. It starts fun, then people show up, taking it way too seriously with all their fancy equipment, and spoil it. Yeah, I fought Batman once. Broke my arm in 3 places. But the way I see it, lightning ain't gonna strike the same place twice. Ivy and Scarecrow had some sort of falling out. I think he may be breaking out the weed killer.
Control, we have a riot in progress near Wayne Tower. Over.
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks, Lucius. I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
Identity confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. Upload waveform for analysis.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
Got it. The Knight's transmitting from the Miyagani tunnel network.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car. Let me know where you'd like us to focus our efforts. An upgrade to your weapons generator will let you overcharge the Batmobile's secondary weapons. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. Ah, you'll like this. Wrote it myself when I saw what you were up against this evening. The drone virus hijacks the militia tank's weapon systems and causes them to target their allies. I'll be in touch as soon as it's ready. Now, if there's anything else you need, I'll be here all night. It's not like I could leave this city even if I wanted to. Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
I hit There's some nutcase going around, nailing people to walls.
He despises you, this Arkham Knight. What did you do, hero, to enkindle such hatred?
No way you're catching me going anywhere near Ace Chemicals now, my friend.
Tanks in formation around Grand Avenue, over.
You hear about Ivy? She's barely back at Gotham before Batman locks her up.
Command Control. The fire station in Bristol is going up in flames. It's gonna take the whole building down if someone doesn't get to it in time. Over.
You've got contact. Heavy contact. Outside. Suggest immediate exfil.
Your death was inevitable, I'm afraid. A statistical certainty.
Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Have you seen Batman's new suit? It's weird. A lot more bat-like than before. Take a look around. This whole place is ours. You've got contact. Heavy contact. Outside the tunnel. Suggest immediate exfil, sir. No! I'm going to get it.
Ah, well, that's what I get for betting it all on black.
Bruce? It's Vicky. Are you there? I know you're listening to these messages. Look, if it's about that article, blame Ryder. I had nothing to do with it, I swear. Call me, okay? I miss you, Brucey.
Brucey?
Bruce, it's Cassie. You do remember me, right? Listen, I had, so much fun the other night. You were nothing like what I read in the papers. Anyway, call me when you get this. I got a couple of cute friends who are dying to meet you.
Mr. Wayne, Lex Luthor calling. Apologies for going via your direct line, but I grow tired of these games. LexCorp has made a very generous offer for Wayne Tech's Applied Sciences division, yet your persistent unavailability begins to look less like a busy schedule and more like deliberately antagonistic behavior. Come now, meet with me. I'm sure we can come to an agreement. A man of your refined taste doesn't need an Applied Sciences division after all. He needs another $1 billion.
Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Some freaks chaining up dead bodies. Sounds pretty nasty. Let's go see. armor disabled.
Alfred, I'm at the tunnel entrance. Open the doors.
Just a moment, sir. I'm accessing the building's security mainframe.
Alfred, there's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh dear.